Our championship tail of the tape is presented by Road to Dubai. Costello van Steenis, the champ, is 33 years of age. Fabian Edwards, the challenger, 32. And you can see the similarities. Both 6'1", both weighed in at the middleweight limit. The reach advantage belongs to the Englishman.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. I do expect a clean fight. Obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, back up. Good luck.
Slated for 5-minute rounds if we need them. Fabian Edwards there with the English and Jamaican flags on his shorts. Costello van Steenis fighting under the Spanish banner.
Ready? Fight!
Man, the tension. Straight away with the inside low kick from Costello. Try and damage the base of Fabian early.
Well, we see more activity from Fabian Edwards, especially early. I don't think either one of these guys wants to have a slow start and end up behind the 8-ball late in the fight. It worked for Costello van Steenis last time. You cannot make a career out of that, falling behind and coming back.
Now the trap that Costello can fall into is giving Fabian too much time and space. If he gives him too much respect, he's going to start falling into traps that Fabian set him. Pace is Costello's friend.
Third time he's attacked that inside leg kick from this open stance.
Good straight right counter.
Big body lock.
Big body lock for Costello.
Look at the strength of the middleweight champion. Can Fabian keep it on the feet here?
Good job going back to the fence. Extra balance for him.
Costello's got to get his head in a better position in order to finish this body lock takedown.
Fabian staying cool here, trying to stay heavy on those underhooks. You can see he's got his hands together and he's squeezing onto the elbows. Put some pressure on the arms of Costello.
Dan, you said in the gym, this is exactly what they were working on. Against the fence, takedown, being able to avoid it from Costello van Steenis.
Well, it's been no secret in Fabian Edwards fights, people want to get him to the ground, and they use these same kind of techniques in order to stymie the distance and get themselves into a takedown situation with efficiency and safety. He's well seasoned at defending this way.
Warning from the referee.
Fabian's biding his time here, especially now he heard that the warning of the separation.
Good elbow, yeah, great elbows on the way out.
That got the attention of the champion, Costello van Steenis.
One thing that Fabian's very good at is finding space in that clinch break for those elbows. Costello is giving him a lot of respect here. Clearly knows the dangers that Fabian presents.
Attempt there from Costello van Steenis, blocked by Fabian Edwards.
Yeah, it's a good thing letting him know it's there in his back pocket. Keep that hand honest.
A little blood on the corner of the left eye of Costello, potentially from those elbows. Nice right hand landed for the champ.
Yeah, success with that earlier on in the round, that straight right hand.
He drove himself into that punch as well, didn't he? Really lunged into it. Nice inside low kick. He stabilized Fabian's balance.
Production truck says it was a headbutt that caused the blood. Inadvertent.
Oh, Fabian on a takedown here. Got to watch his neck.
Yeah, but no signal from the referee that the cut was caused by a headbutt.
Fabian taking some elbows here. They don't look like much, but they certainly start to deaden muscles that you're going to need in a 25-minute fight.
Good composure with his back against the fence for Costello van Steenis. Again, he's had experience fighting here, including in his last outing when he won this PFL World Championship belt against Johnny Evelyn.
Blake Grice letting them work here, letting them figure these positions out, giving them plenty of breathing room. New inside knees from Fabian. Got his head tangled up here though. That's why he's got his hands on the wrists of Costello.
Under 1 minute now in round one.
Again with the inside low kicks, this time from Fabian. Fabian steps in with the left, goes with the body kick, in on a takedown again.
Yeah, real commitment this time to the level change.
Crank on the neck here. Fabian had to bail out because of the pressure on his throat. Costello van Steenis now working from top.
And had to give up top position. It's not what you want with 30 seconds left in the first round.
Did a good job circling around to collapse the guard as well. And this is where you start to see the size and strength of Costello. Short time.
Tries to set up an arm triangle. Nothing doing. But Costello van Steenis will finish round one on top.
Here we go, boys. Ready? Ready? Fight!
Southpaw stance again for Edwards.
Neither one of these guys really doing a lot with the lead hand. Not a lot of jabs. I know they're in opposite stances, which can make that difficult. But they seem content to lead with power shots. Good leg kick.
The head kick was blocked, and it caused Costello van Steenis to land in his opposite stance, so he kicked the legs out from Fabian Edwards.
Short left arm from Fabian, puts him in on a takedown again. Costello got that body wrap though, he's gonna make it difficult. Gonna force Fabian to work for this.
Dan, are you surprised to see this strategy from Fabian Edwards?
If I hadn't been in the gym watching him train, then yes, I would be, but there were a few comments on the mat where they were like, well, yeah, Fabian's got some wrestling though, we might flip it on him. I wasn't expecting it in the early rounds though, I'll be honest. I thought Fabian would preserve a bit of this energy for his strikes, but maybe it's to put Van Steenis on the back foot, drain him a little bit. I mean, he is a big middleweight. How much is he cutting? How much did he drain himself to get onto the scales? And how's that feeling now?
The problem is sometimes when you start out with a grappling technique, right, you want to clinch a lot, your arms get a little heavy. They don't snap the way you want them to when you go back to your striking. That might be a problem for Fabian Edwards later on in the fight. That dynamic movement becomes a lot harder when you've been static.
Starts to put pressure on Costello, the more Fabian clinches him.
Van Steenis kicked himself off balance on his back right now.
Fabian stepped into his guard. Gonna probably drive him to the fence here and work some ground and pound. He's right in the corner. His brother Leon coaching him through this position.
Leon said, don't let him up. Follow him to the ground was he was following his coach's instruction.
Edwards keeping his locked hands down by the hips of Costello van Steenis, not letting him scoot his butt back to the cage.
It's exhausting work from Fabian here, forcing Costello to work more than
Turned his back.
so defensively.
Costello gave his back up.
Nice work shaking him off, but look at that awkward Kimura grip on the far side wrist.
Van Steenis is gonna have to be careful of his own left arm here.
But you need the hips to activate that Kimura, and he doesn't quite have them.
Now Van Steenis onto the back of Fabian Edwards with 2 minutes left.
And he's on the rear naked choke. And this is a back and forth one.
And they'll reverse position.
Yeah, but Van Steenis wasn't as high with his hips. That's how he was able to hold on.
Out of his glove now. Stop, freeze, freeze, take it out. Take your thumb out of his glove. Listen to me, 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, 1.
Admonishing Edwards for grabbing onto the glove. This is where you don't want to be with Costello van Steenis. Talk about the size of that frame. This is where he can really make you feel it.
He's got the far side wrist locked in. And now the arm around the neck. Good work by Fabian to address that, tuck his chin.
Fabian's really tangled up here. Just over a minute to go. He's got that Dagestani handcuff on the underside wrist.
Had to use his right hand to get it off.
Turn the back to the cage,
Fabian's going to try and sit through and gather Costello's right leg in his half guard.
Listen, just listen to me. Don't do that again. Go.
Another warning for grabbing the gloves.
Got to try and get that other hand free that's tangled up. That was the right move. Now he's turned in. Costello's still weighing heavy on him though, and he's got his feet up against the fence, which means he can drive himself away from the fence like he is. Forcing Fabian to carry his weight. He's got the ankle control. Fabian's got to build up here. He's in a bad spot. Going to take some elbows on the side of the head if he's not careful as well. 20 seconds to go.
Throughout that left arm stop sign as Costello van Steenis tried to climb around to the back again.
Yeah, but he can't get the weight off of him. Van Steenis doing a great job making his hips heavy. Peruvian neck tie, no.
He tried to drop back on that. And he'll take some punishment in the final seconds of the round because of it.
Man.
Wow. Interestingly, when they were going back to the corners, Jimmy, Costello didn't want to sit down. He wanted to stay and stare and play a little game with Fabian Edwards. It was the corner and the coaches that actually forced him down onto the stool so they could talk to him.
Yeah, I think Costello's looking fresh and strong here compared to Fabian, whose arms are looking a bit heavy. He keeps dropping them and shaking them out. He looked a bit labored on the stool as well, breathing.
Well, that's what happens. You have to carry your opponent's weight for most of a round, and that's what happened in round two.
Costello looks like he's enthusiastic. He's wide-eyed. I think he felt like he got a bit recharged from that second round.
Another lead right hand.
Ducked in to try an overhand. Tested the high kick.
Good body shot from Fabian after he blocked that high kick. One thing to watch out from Costello, he tends to throw his kick and then follow with a punch. Very Dutch kickboxing style. Oh, like
Good
that,
left
Fabian.
hand there from Fabian.
Wow.
He hid that left hand behind the high kick.
Yeah. I was just saying that's what Costello's so good at. A very Dutch kickboxing style, but Fabian landed it.
Now we're here in the third round. Fabian Edwards has tried to wrestle in rounds 1 and 2. So far to no avail. And he's doing it again here in round 3. A championship bout. This is where things could turn a corner potentially.
Oh, the guillotine.
For the guillotine.
That looks tight.
High elbow on the left arm from Costello van Steenis.
Fabian's got to bail.
And he did.
That is the second time he's been in a tight guillotine, has had to reverse position, has had to back out and decommit.
This is where I question the decision to wrestle and the game plan to wrestle. Johnny Evelyn tried it.
He's out.
The elbows from Van Steenis, and still PFL champion.
Short elbows, just as you were questioning the wisdom of positionally putting yourself in harm's way. Bang, short elbows, and it's over.
Crazy. I cannot get my head around that.
Middleweight champion in the world.
He was in a position, landing elbows and knees, and then level changed.
Tournament champion.
I cannot get my head around that game plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Blake Price stops the fight 1 minute and 48 seconds into round 3. For your winner by knockout, and still PFL middleweight champion of the world, the Spaniard, Costello van Steenis.
¡Viva España, cabrones! Esto es nuestro y esto se queda aquí. ¿Por qué? Porque somos el mejor país del mundo. ¡Vamos! Crecemos a tope aquí. Los mejores luchadores del mundo están en este país. ¡Vamos!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your very own champion, Costello van Steenis. What an incredible performance, my friend. All the way through, composed, powerful, well-conditioned. How are you feeling with that belt defended for the first time?
Costello, qué gran pelea desde el principio hasta el final. Nos has dejado alucinados. ¿Te han salido las cosas como tú querías?
Ha salido justo como yo he querido. It went exactly as I wanted it. But guys, chicos, esto yo no lo he hecho solo, la motivación del público, me cago en todo. Esto es nuestro, esto es mío y esto es nuestro. ¡Viva España!
I didn't do that alone. Thank you for all the crowd, the public. This is yours. We are the best country in the world, and viva España.
What were you expecting from Fabian in this fight? Obviously, it's a rematch. You know each other very well. What were you expecting from Fabian?
¿Qué esperabas de tu rival esta noche? Es evidente que os conocéis mucho, pero ¿cómo creías que te iba a combatir esta noche?
Hey, we fought 6 years ago for the first time. Man, I hated this guy. But, with all due respect, I don't hate him at all. I just hated him for the sports because we had a little bit of beef. But seriously, guys, Fabian is one of the best fighters in the world. And so am I. So it takes two people to make a good show, right? And Fabian could beat anybody in the world. And it was just my lucky night tonight.
No le odio, solo le odio un poquito, pero deportivamente claro que no le odio. Nos enfrentamos hace 6 años, nos conocíamos bien, es un gran luchador, pero aquí estoy yo y el ganador soy yo.
So next week, PFL Pittsburgh, we have a main and a co-main event, all middleweights. All will have been watching that performance tonight. What's your message to the next challenger?
La semana que viene hay Pittsburgh, tenemos otro PFL. ¿Cuál es el mensaje que le quieres dar a toda esa gente que va a estar viendo los combates?
Well, my message is I want the best fighter. It could be Johnny, it could be his opponent, it could be Rosta. Look, next week is a bunch of middleweight fighters, and they're all the best in the world. I believe we're the best organization, we're the best middleweight fighters in the world. So yeah, we guys are going to see it next week. Even though if there's a lot of good performance, I'd say make another tournament. What the fuck? Make it 2 fights in one night. Let's make it exciting. That's what we're living for, right?
Nada, que desea lo mejor a Pittsburgh, que van a enfrentarse los mejores peleadores de esa zona, que deseas que también incluso se atrevería a pelear 2 veces en la misma noche. En fin, que nada se le resiste a nuestro Costello.
Champion, congratulations, my friend.
I deserve a surprise, right, with this performance. Eduardo, where's my Rolex? Come on, give me a little present.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your very own champion, the Spaniard, Costello van Steenis.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.